What's up guys, and welcome back to the Mungai Eve show. Kama kawaida, this is your number one online TV show. My good name is Shiko Gitao, and we are here obviously to bring you interesting stories and amazing guests. And today with us today we have an amazing guest with us. Najua wengine umeweza kumwona because this guy has actually been on the front line kwa hashtag ambayo imekuwa ikitrend pale hivyo online, hashtag justice for Jeff. So tuko hapa hivi tujue story imefikia wapi and maybe kwa hii safari imekuwa vipi kwa. Karibu sana ndani ya show.
Thank you so much.
Uko aje?
Niko poa.
To anyone watching you for the first time, unaweza waambia jina lako?
I am Peter Kioi, the MVP. Yeah.
MVP maana yake ipi?
Actually, MVP has two meanings. The first meaning is the most valuable person and also the most violent person.
So most valuable and most violent.
Right.
Okay. It's upon you now to choose which side you want to see. But anyway, Peter, nataka tujue labda history yako yote ya Justice for Jeff imefikia wapi?
Justice for Jeff. Justice for Jeff, the journey has just begun. We were doing the brushing in and out, making some moves to know that we are setting up for the big and the long journey, which will cut it short and make it short. Why am I saying that the journey has just begun? The journey has begun because we have begun now to bring new things, new ideas on this online to make sure that at least we get justice through our own, because the government is not serving us justice as well. So right now we are fighting for our own justice, and the reason why we are fighting this justice is because some cases are covered and they just disappear. So for now we are saying it is just a start, but previously we have done a lot, and we are starting. Today is a new day for everything. Right.
Now talking of it, actually today you guys were supposed to travel all the way to mahali Jeff aliweza kuzikwa because kulikuwa na taarifa kwamba the exhuming of the body was supposed to be done today. Umefikia hapo?
Actually, the MVP doesn't work with hearsay. He works with actually facts and evidence. I went through all the social media platforms of the DCI. I never saw anything serious concerning the exhuming of the body. So that's why we never traveled to that place, because it is also it is alarming to see some people raising issues on social media with now clarifications and such and evidences. So before we just erupt to make things or rush to make things, we have to check on why and how. So right now, the reason why we have not gone there is that the DCI have not given the official report, because it could be either have been gazetted or they either make a formal announcement, because it is something concerning public domain. So we have to make sure that we are doing something which is legit and not because of hearsay, because it could not be me who is going to do that work. It is only the police who are dealing with the interrogations and who are dealing with the matter. Right.
Yeah, so I could say maybe phase one of the whole thing had actually was actually done wakati walisema kwamba the case is actually a murder case and not a suicide case kama ilivyokuwa imesemekana hapo awali. Now my question to you is, wakati hizi taarifa zilikuwa zinaenea pale hivyo kwenye mitandao, because there were screenshots everywhere, hii taarifa ilikuwa imetokana na DCI ama ni bloggers too?
Thank you so much. For the first time, I'll congratulate the media and the bloggers. I have been always so much disappointed by them, but this time round, I have to congratulate them. This matter was actually covered. This matter was buried. But through one blogger and through one of the people who are very interesting in this social media, Simon Muthiora, the story came up. Remember that this body was already buried. 2 weeks later, the story came up. It is only through media and not through the police. The police are not to trust. Sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is through the media and not through police that this story came up again. Right.
Na hii story ya exhuming, sijui ilikuwa imetokana na DCI ama ilikuanga tu stories za watu pale hivyo kwenye mitandao? Was it actually a report from the DCI that after conclude that it was a murder case, story ya exhuming ilikuwa imetokana na polisi ama ni watu tu, sababu kulikuwa na screenshots actually everywhere?
Sure enough, exhuming must be done. Why am I saying it must be done? It must be done because of the DNA test, because of also the post-mortem, which is to be reconducted. So about this, it is just a matter of they are notifying us. It is just a notification, but they have not come clear, because it will be actually official. And when it is official, you will see it done. And through this movement, everything will be done on our own way. Trust me, that it will be done and things will come out clearly. And every detail shall be given. Yeah.
So this means it's actually going to happen. The body will be collected for a postmortem again.
Sure enough, because the first thing that I call for any person that is watching this live and watching this show, they must know that there are people who are corrupted in this story. The police were the first to be corrupted, and if not corrupted, they are bribed. And the second person is the pathologist who carried out the whole activity, because for the first time we have seen a murder case appearing to be suicide. And this case was recorded as a suicide case where it was a murder case. So in a murder case, there are always suspects. And these suspects are the ones that we want to be arrested. You can remember and know that yesterday there was a case concerning one pastor who was actually alleged to have committed suicide. And the suspect was arrested and arraigned in court. There is no difference in this. It must be done and they must be arrested. So the exhuming of the body will be done, and the post-mortem to be conducted again, and apart from that, justice shall prevail. Yeah.
Peter, I have a question to you. History yote ya demos.
Yes.
Now holding demos on the streets in the process of getting justice for Jeff. Ulianza lini kwako wewe personally?
Actually, every Kenyan knows that it is my first time holding a demonstration. This is not a political demonstration. This is not a matter to do with either joking. We are doing a serious one. And on this demonstration, we are not resting. We are not giving even time for the police, neither for any person. We are doing peaceful demonstrations. It is my first time, and I will explain why. Why have I engaged myself in demonstrations? We have just seen some cases being taken to police and they disappear. And we don't want to be brainwashed by this, and we don't want it to disappear like that. So because we have already learned from Kasarani police station that this matter was just buried. We want now to revive the unity among us Kenyans. We want to show that we can also talk on our own behalf, and the justice will be served to us. So we are just doing demos because we know if we keep quiet, everything will erode and everything will disappear, and that's what we don't want. So we are doing demos from the other week we did a demonstration. On Friday we are going to do a mega one, and we are going to do a lot. So in your subsequent bulletin, I know your fans will always receive this news that we are doing the demos, and we are calling for each and every person to come out and help us in this, because together we stand and we will always be united. Yeah.
You have been in the front line in this whole story, and kuna a few days ago wewe pamoja na mwenzako ambao mmekuwa katika harakati ya kupata justice for Jeff, mmekuwa mkisema kwamba mmekuwa mkireceive threats, because actually the last time we were with you pale hivyo kwenye DCI headquarters uliambiwa kwamba if there's any threat maybe you can report to the police station. First of all, maybe tungependa kujua, is it something ambayo umeweza kureport cases of maybe being threatened out of this whole story?
Yeah, I have submitted my submissions to the DCI, and I have reported this matter, not once, not twice. I was coming to this interview show. I was coming to this interview when I just received a big threat, and actually I was told that I will be chopped off. My head will be chopped off because of this. And this person categorically said that they are not a friend to Jeff, they are not a friend to Fatxo, but they are just an interested party to do this. And they are doing this because I'm disturbing them and making no peace for them. And since they said this, they say that it's a matter concerning DJ Fatxo, and he said that because he said I am a man and he is a man, so we are going to face each other. So when I was coming, actually there were two vehicles, which one was behind and the other one was the front. It was only on that junction there when I was heading to the Central Police Station that when I emerged to come, because I was doing self-drive, when I did that, actually they disappeared. But they never disappeared. They stood for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, and I was just to collect some officers to go there. But because I have some evidences, I will have to provide this to the police station, because it's a matter that I feel in my heart that I'm not okay. Again, people visited my premises where I live, and they had to question some two people. When does this person comes in? How does him? Some of them makes me to have some kind of fear, but I'm unshakable. Like I can say, I'll die for this case, and this matter I won't bring it down.
Maybe for this second one ambapo watu labda wanakuja kwenye makazi yako and they are asking unatoka saa ngapi, unaingia saa ngapi, hili happen lini?
Hili happen actually I had a trip to Kisumu, then to Mombasa. Then when at Mombasa, I was called that somebody is at my house, and I had to confirm who was he. He was unknown. And when he gave out the number, he gave out an Airtel number, tried to be rich, he was never there. When I came, there was a lady there and told me that 2 people who came on civilian asked about you, Peter Kioi, gave out your mobile number. And actually, today I just collected a new ID today because the other one was taken. The other one was taken, yeah. The other one was taken. Some 2 people came and took my stuffs, my personal stuffs. Yeah.
Ulikuwa wapi wakati walichukua hizo personal stuff? Ni a case of maybe robbery ama ilikuwa vipi?
Nilikuwa Kitengela. It just ile siku yenye nilitoka maandamano, nikaamua kwenda Kitengela kujivinjari. Nilipotoka nikapata na watu wawili wakaniambia justice for Jeff. When I replied yes, justice for Jeff, and they searched me, wakaniambia wala ubaya lakini wanataka kuangalia kwa mfuko yangu, wakapata niko na hii na 5,000 and they took it. So today nimecollect ID mpya. So it is just something that it has happened, and I have always kept this myself, but I have to talk it up because if it happens, you will know that it happened. Sure. Yeah.
Now these are 3 cases. Mara ya kwanza wamepatana na wewe, wamekuuliza justice for Jeff, uka respond, they took your belongings. Yeah. Second time people are coming to your house, they want to know unaingia unatoka sangapi. Yeah. That one, as soon as leo, you had 2 vehicles following you.
Yes.
Maybe sababu umetoka Palivo Central Police Station, ni mambo ambayo umeandikisha?
Nimeandikisha. Na kando na kuandikisha, I thank so much there are 2 people who are really providing me a lot of security in regard to this matter. And I only know that one security that is very guaranteed is God. But they want me to give up. They want me to give up. And one thing I believe, they want me to stand out as Peter Kioi to say that I will never do this, I will never follow up the case. But today I still say and I still announce that I am going to follow up this matter to the latter. So I'm not giving up. Even if it is a matter to do with death, everybody will know that they are the ones behind this. Because I don't know. I am not questioning DJ Fatxo. I just need justice to be done. So I think actually I can say that if it is not DJ Fatxo sending them, then it's a matter of people who want to use that one as a chance to hurt me or harm me. Yeah.
Watu wangependa kujua labda Peter Kioi, because you have been in the front line in this whole story. Have you been in communication with the family? Because hata leo mlikuwa mtravel kule hivyo. Je, mnazungumza na familia ya Jeff?
You should understand that the Justice for Jeff initiative and the family are 2 different things working in one aim and one goal. I can testify that we had planned even to go to Kitui, Kwaroga.
I actually saw that story. Sabu niliona pia watu walikuwa wanachangisha pesa.
Yeah, tulichanga pesa, tukaamua tunaenda Kwaroga. But because we know that we have a bigger God, we dropped that later. Now funds zikakuwa directed to the Mama Jeff. So Mama Jeff and us are one. We are working in one unit. But I don't want to always be checking on mom, because I don't want anybody to advise me, neither the mom to advise me to drop this. Because the mom can tell me, because it's tumempoteza Jeff, tusikupoteze pia. I don't want that. So I want the whole story to be like, I want it done like we want justice. So Mom Jeff anataka justice, and Jeff is justice is with us, and we have to get it right.
Let me know, is this the first case that you're working on? Because okay, labda watu hawajaona, lakini nimeona pale hivyo kwenye TikTok yako hivyo, because I've seen you doing other stories. Unaweza waambia, I know this is not the first case that you're working on.
Actually, ladies from Gulf or from abroad will tell you that this is not the first case that I'm fighting for justice. Sometimes back, nilikuwa arrested at Industrial Police Station because of fighting for justice of one lady who was actually I think she was detained in Saudi Arabia, and she was now seeking for justice to come back, and we really helped her to come back. So it is not the first time that I'm doing this, though it is the first time that we are dealing with this case in a crucial manner. So this one is the first one, and not only this one. With this case, we are going to unveil the reasons that behind killings of Brenda. With this case, we'll know what happened to the pastor. With this case to know, we are going to bring a lot of stories and to know who is behind the killing, because these killings are in a weird way, and who are these, because that's what we are doing. Right.
Now, Juzi, because this whole thing happened in Kasarani, and the matter was actually first reported at Kasarani police station, kukakuwa kuna siasa nyingi kuhusiana na this police station. We saw Juzi actually Karen Nyamu talking of the police station too. I don't know kama mmeweza kurudi pale hivyo, or maybe talked to the person in charge of the police station. kuhusu hii kesi, muone kama zile evidences zilikolektiwa mara ya kwanza, kama ndizo labda the close friends wako nazo?
With Kasarani police station, one thing I should blame Kasarani police station for this, but in another way they have been providing us security. So we cannot just look at the one side of the coin, we look at the both parts. So Kasarani have been blamed for this matter, and it's true, they have to take, but it is not the whole unit. It's only some culprits, maybe some 2 officers. If they are not corrupted, if they are not corrupted, they are brainwashed. If they are not brainwashed, then they are bribed. That is the only instance. Kasarani police station, we are never going there to check what they are doing, but we will always stand close to them to see what they are doing. So in our demonstrations on Friday, we will again go to Kasarani. So we will have to visit Kasarani to know what is happening in Kasarani. If it is turning to be a market, then we close and open some retail shops there. But if it is going to be a way, because police are there to always protect us. But if police are used to cover murders cases and used to as goons places, then that one stands to be a place, a marketplace. That one turns to be even. I cannot just name everything, but it is not a good thing. Yeah.
Now I can say maybe phase 1 of the whole process was concluded, sababu walisema actually the case was not a suicide case, it's a murder case.
Yeah, sure.
Moving forward, maybe mtu angependa kujua labda kutoka hapo hivyo DCI wako na mipango gani, nyinyi mko na mipango gani, tukimalizia tu?
Okay, number 1, DCI tunawashukuru kwa sababu ya kuendelea kutupatia updates za kesi, na sana pia tunataka kuambia kwamba DCI sisi wenyewe hatuwezi sema DCI wako na mpango gani, lakini tunataka due process iweze kufuatiliwa. Hatuwezi kuingia ndani tukasema in details that we are doing ABCD, but as much as this case is concerned, we are going to work closely with the DCI to know what are they doing, what is the next step for them. So right now that's what we are, and as to us, sisi wenyewe tunaendelea kufight, our battle still continues, and we are telling them to stand by. Actually you should notify them earlier that we are doing this on 24th forward. So we will be doing it.
Forward inamaanisha ni kila siku sababu
like, from 24th Friday we will just be giving them a 2-day rest. We are not going to give rest to anyone. There is no rest for the wicked, there is no sleep for the wicked. Yeah, sure.
Right, that has been our guest for today, anajulikana kama Peter Kioi, a guy that has been in the front line in this whole thing ya justice for Jeff, na umeweza kupata ripoti kutoka kwake. Zile screenshots zote zilikuwa zina trend kwamba there is an exhuming of the body of the late Jeff, umeweza kusikia kutoka kwake. It was watu walikuwa nafikiria kwamba ita happen leo, but actually the DCI has not given the exact day ama kama itakuwa inafanyika. So we are here waiting to see maybe DCI atasema vipi, lakini umesikia kutoka kwake anasema bado mapambano yapo. So thank you so much for watching this video. Until next time, have yourself a good time.